here in the men's team standings. They'll race side by side to start out in lanes 4 and 5. Boston College in lane 2, Duke in lane 3, Pittsburgh in lane 6, Notre Dame in lane 7, and Miami in lane number 8. North Carolina, the defending champions in this event. We have had 4 different winners in the last 4 years. The Tar Heels have the 4th best time in the country, Pittsburgh the 7th best time in the country, and Notre Dame a top 20 time in the country. It's a loaded final here in Section 2 of the men's 4x400 meter relay. The Florida State Seminoles, having earlier locked up the women's team title, closing in on finishing first in the men's standings for the 11th time in the last 13 years. Again, Virginia with a time of 3:11.10, the time to beat. And you can really start to feel the intensity pick up here in Chapel Hill. The crowd's starting to get into it. The athletes, which are no longer competing, starting to feel the excitement. You see the fans here. Everybody's standing at Beltrack Fetzer Field. Not only for the excitement to come, but also to keep warm on a chilly evening. Last race coming up. And there you take a look at Boston College and Duke. They're trying to play spoilers. See the Blue Devils came in with a mark of 3:11.74. Able to get into the Section 2 final. And they're gearing up to run under the lights here in Chapel Hill. There you see the Florida State Seminoles. They last won this event in 2010. That was the end of a 3-year run in which they won the 4x4. In that time span, they had won 5 out of 7 and 8 out of 12 in the men's 4x4. Florida State with a 7-point lead over North Carolina with 1 race remaining. The ACC title to be determined right here. As the runners take their marks. And they're off and running. It is a clean start. Here we go, folks. Last section of the men's 4x400 meter relay. Everyone holding true to form in their lanes. No real movement yet. However, Notre Dame closing in on Miami, but Pittsburgh starting to close in on Notre Dame. Those are your top 3. Florida State, though, trying to move into 4th position here in the first 400 meters. However, Duke has fallen back there, currently in 5th position. And now they move into the front stretch here. Geesting for Notre Dame with the slight lead. Pittsburgh in 2nd. North Carolina, the defending champions, are currently in 3rd. Florida State in 4th. Miami in 5th. First passing the baton. And everything is good to go there. So it's Pittsburgh and then Notre Dame, but Florida State now gunning for the lead. And now the Seminoles and Pittsburgh are running side by side. And also North Carolina and Notre Dame are running side by side as well. Pittsburgh now with the lead. Carvin Kanata running the second leg for Pittsburgh. North Carolina running at 3rd. Notre Dame in 4th. And then they move down the front stretch here. 800 meters down, 800 meters to go. Florida State now is taking the lead on Pittsburgh. Third passing the baton. It's Florida State, Pittsburgh, North Carolina, Notre Dame, Miami, Boston College, and Duke. That's how they line up now. Going into the third 400-meter run. And the Noles still have the lead. Florida State and Pittsburgh. And now a big push by Notre Dame ahead of North Carolina in the third. Meanwhile, on the outside, though, it looks like Pittsburgh now is taking the lead on Florida State, and North Carolina wants to take second from the Seminoles. Here they come down the front stretch. It looks like Pittsburgh first, Florida State and North Carolina gunning for second here. Oh my, it's a tight race in the final 400 meters. It's North Carolina with the lead. Pittsburgh in second, Florida State in third, Notre Dame in fourth, Miami fifth, Boston College sixth, and Duke in seventh. Here they come, the two team leaders down the backstretch. North Carolina and Florida State 1 and 2. Pittsburgh in third, Notre Dame in fourth with 200 meters to go. Here in the anchor leg of the men's 4x4. Oh my goodness, what a race. They're still side by side. Pittsburgh making a charge though, out of nowhere from third position. It is North Carolina in first, Florida State in second. Here they come down the front stretch. Pittsburgh with a big push. It looks like Pittsburgh is going to win the gold. It's close at the end. Going to be North Carolina though. Oh my goodness. It's a photo finish. It is North Carolina with the gold. 3:05.89. Pittsburgh in second, 3:05.94. Florida State in third at 3:06.76. Notre Dame in fourth at 3:07.77. Miami in fifth. Boston College in sixth. Duke in seventh. Well, let's take a look at it. North Carolina running in third. Florida State in first there. Pittsburgh in second. The Tar Heels with some ground to make up. And the Tar Heels right now running in fourth. A lot of room to make up. Pittsburgh would then take the lead. And this is during the third leg here. The Tar Heels would take third, then take second, and then they were all jumbled up at the final exchange. North Carolina, though, running side by side with Florida State. Pittsburgh would make it a race. And they look like they might have a chance here. And you see the Tar Heels heading home. Pittsburgh looked like they had the lead maybe for just a second, but no, it is North Carolina in first, and they go back-to-back in the men's 4x400 meter relay in exciting fashion. The first school to go back-to-back since Florida State did it in 2009, 2010. What an exciting race that was. Absolutely tremendous. North Carolina wins the gold at 3:05.89. And that was a treat to call. We're waiting for the results to go official. Again, North Carolina came in just 7 points behind Florida State. The Noles will get the bronze medal. As you take a look at the awards podium, as they're about to award the medals for the women's 4x400 meter relay coming up here in just a little bit. It was 5/100ths of a second to decide the men's race, with North Carolina winning the men's 4x4. As you take a look at Miami grabbing their bronze medal in the women's 4x400 meter race there. And
second place with the team of Samir Azuma, Jordan Lavender.
Second place was the University of Virginia. Jordan Lavender goes double silver at these championships to go along with a gold medal. There you see her at the front for the Cavaliers.
And your 2014 Women's 4x4 ACC Outdoor Champions with a time of 3:33.70. The team of Jade Barber, Michelle Brown.
There you take a look at the champions of the women's 4x400 meter relay, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Notre Dame with a time of 3:33.70. Virginia in second, Miami in third, Duke just off the podium there. But there you take a look at your champions, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish in the women's 4x400 meter relay. There you see some of the fans there, some of the students there for Florida State. And even though the Noles came up short in the men's 4x4, they'll have a lot of hardware to take back to Tallahassee. The athletes filing on to the field for the award ceremony coming up here momentarily. Coming up, though, we'll have the award ceremony for the men's 4x400 meter final, which was absolutely tremendous, as North Carolina is able to repeat as champions in that event.
Ladies and gentlemen, down at the award stand, Coach David will present medals for us in the men's 4x400 meter relay. Wasn't that an exciting finish?